Well, the Ghanaian government buys a telecom company for just $1, and somehow it's still a terrible deal. Because when it comes to handling public finances, Ghana's leaders are like that one uncle who buys a genuine Rolex for 10 cedis and then acts surprised when it stops working in 2 hours. So here's the story. Sam George, an MP, has called out former Communications Minister Ursula Owusu for what he calls the reckless acquisition of AirtelTigo. Why? Because the government took over the telecom company for just $1, which sounds like a bargain until you realize it comes with a massive $3.5 billion debt. That's not a business deal. That's a scam where the seller hands you the keys, shouts no refunds, and sprints away. Now let's break this down. AirtelTigo was struggling, so its owners, Airtel and Telecom, basically said, you know what, we're done, take it. And the Ghanaian government, like a hopeful but financially clueless stepdad, said, sure, how bad can it be? The answer, very bad. Because along with the company, they inherited billions of liabilities. That's like someone giving you a free pet tiger, and only later do you realize that it eats $500 worth of meat a day and is actively planning your death. The big question, why did the government even agree to this? Well, Ursula Owusu defended the move, saying the acquisition would protect jobs and maintain service continuity, which is technically a good thing. But let's be honest, if the government really cared about jobs, maybe they should stop tanking the economy so businesses can actually afford to keep people employed. And Sam George isn't having any of it. He's basically saying you bought a failing business, ignored its debts, and now you're acting surprised that it's a financial black hole. That's like buying a car that's literally on fire and then complaining that it's bad on gas. So now, Ghana owns AirtelTigo, which means taxpayers are footing the bill for a failing company with billions in debt.
For anyone to have told us that they bought AirtelTigo for $1 and have taken over the ministry, and ATC, American Tower Company, just one of the companies AirtelTigo owes, brought us a bill of 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. That's just ATC alone. Today, the American ambassador was in my office with a team, and one of the major issues was the indebtedness to ATC. The debt sitting on the books of AirtelTigo is in excess of 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. So if someone told you they bought it for $1, who is going to pay the 3.5 billion that's sitting there and growing, accruing interest? And that's why I say those who carried out that action lack any sense of patriotism, because most of the debt is debt that was accrued by Telecom, which was a private American company running Tigo, and Bharti Airtel, an Indian company. And you know, to show you how irresponsible the actions were, after they have absorbed the company and the debt and put it on the balance sheets of the government of Ghana, now they attempted to drop the assets of the company into a new vehicle, and they were engaging with Bharti Airtel again to let Bharti Airtel come and take the clean company as a new company. Like I said, the Attorney General has work to do, because we cannot run a country like this.
The worst part, no one really knows what the government's long-term plan is, because, surprise, surprise, there doesn't seem to be one. And look, if this was just a case of bad financial decisions, that would be one thing. But when politicians keep making these moves while Ghana sinks deeper into economic crisis, it's no longer just bad leadership, it's economic self-sabotage.